Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. So, before we get into anything, I will let everyone introduce themselves. We have one newcomer and two other returning people from me. So, Jack, if you plug whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm Jack, Theme Park Picks 55. James, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. What's up? It's James, Costa Complex, and I guess we'll go to Spammy over here next.
Hi, I'm Sammy. I'm new for this week. Use Custom Coasters, Black Stallion, whatever you want to call me.
So,
And
yeah,
back to
this is
Colin.
going to be, you're good? Okay. So, this is going to be very similar to the stream we did Tuesday of last week. So, if you guys have questions, drop them in the chat and we will start to answer them. What I'm going to try to do real quick is get some music in the stream, hopefully. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. Let's see.
Putting my faith in Colin to put good music on.
Oh, it's not going to be good music. It's just going to be YouTube audio, what's it called? Audio library music. I'm not getting copyright claimed. Let's
Man.
see. I don't think I can.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a lot of questions already, so that's good.
Oh, wow, look at
It is
this.
good. I want to figure if I can find a way to stream this in some way. Let's see.
I'm submitting my Hollywood Coaster Awards Part 2.
Oh, yeah. I should
Oh,
probably
yeah.
start off with that, shouldn't I? So,
You probably should.
Hollywood Coaster Awards was introduced because Golden Ticket Awards was so disappointing. That's the main reason I did it. And I was like, you know what? These results are so disappointing. And I figured, why not? Let's see what we can do. So Jack helped me out setting it up. And the first poll actually went out, and it's already closed. We got 77 votes, so I do appreciate everyone that voted in that. And actually, just a few minutes ago, we published the second part, which is a little longer. We just wanted to split it up because it was way too long to make it one big one. So second part's out now. It'll probably be up for a couple of days before we stop it. But I'm very excited to share all the results because looking at the results for the first one, it's very interesting. It has a lot of parallels to my opinions, actually, which is interesting.
Yeah, the first poll was mostly coaster based, but the second poll is a lot more like overall park and just kind of industry.
I had more fun doing the second poll.
The second poll's longer. It's
I
definitely
liked the
longer.
second poll more, actually.
It's longer, but like it makes you think more, and that's what I like.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Now all we see is your 3 minute.
I want to see if I can. Okay, hold on. It's a little loud. Let's do that. I don't think I can fix the layout, can I? Oh, I can. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Can you guys on the stream hear the audio? I'm not really sure.
I can.
I mean, I can
hear it.
All right, sweet. So, let's start off with the first question. Let me see if I can find the first question. There we go. Is Dead Man's Party running this year? Yes, it is. For those of you who don't know, Dead Man's Party is a very popular Frightfest show at Great Adventure. If I remember correctly, it was not up for HoloFest last year, but it's back. And so is Unleashed. You can't miss Unleashed. I know James would echo my statement on that
It's fantastic. It's really good this year.
Yes, Sammy is here.
Sammy! Let's go.
Sammy!
Sammy!
What other rides will the public explain their opinions on? So I did actually put a poll out a few hours ago on the community tab. So for those of you who don't know, all YouTube channels above whatever size it is have something called the community tab. You can put posts out, put polls out. I actually use it very frequently. So if you don't check it out, definitely recommend doing so. That's how I determine a lot of the videos I put out. And I did put out a question asking if I should bring that series back. So I actually had that series for one video, and that was the Jersey Devil video where everyone came in and explained their opinions. It didn't, I'm not going to say it did bad because it didn't, but it didn't perform how I thought it would. So I kind of shelved the idea for a little while. But if people want to do it again, I am more than happy to do it.
Maybe you could try it in a different way.
Yeah, we probably could. Definitely use the same name, though, to keep it, I guess, not chronological. I can't think of the word. But as for the next ride, I could see another ride at Great Adventure, maybe Toro, maybe Nitro, Ka, something along those lines. But if you guys want it back, I will gladly bring it back. What will be Colin's 300th coaster? I don't know. Literally, the next new coaster I ride is my 300th coaster, so there's a lot of pressure to figure out what it should be.
Sammy, you got to
It should
build
be a
another
kiddie
one
coaster.
for him.
I was gonna say
should
that.
You should make it a wacky
one.
one.
I mean, I would love to make it Pantheon, maybe, if that could work out. I don't know if it could, but I think
I'll
that'd
put
be
a stand-up train on Black Stallion if it makes it count. I don't know. Whatever you want, Colin.
As long as you got a separate name for it, I guess it counts. Or you,
We'll
or
call
you
it-
make a
we'll call it
second
White
side of
Stallion.
Black Stallion.
we can call Lightning Wolf. No worries.
He'll steal Neil's name and call it White Stallion.
That too.
Yeah.
That works.
Never
What's the
trademarked
best Halloween event each of you have been to? So I'll start, and then we can go from me to Jack to James to Sammy to keep it in like a good order. Halloween Haunt at Dorney Park. It's no question about that. It's so good, and I'm very excited to get back there in less than a month.
Yeah, I have to say the same exact thing. Halloween Haunt at Dorney. It's such a great event. Like the way the park does it, like there's not an inch of that park that is not like covered with decorations, fog, lighting. There's lots of mazes everywhere. The mazes are super high quality. Not that Frightfest is bad by any means, but like there's a noticeable difference in quality.
It's definitely going to be Halloween Haunt at Dorney Park, but it might change next month at King's Dominion. We'll check it out.
Oh,
I'm gonna change up the theme here. I was like there for the last day of Haunt at Islands of Adventure, and wow, that's all I gotta say about it. Wow, crazy.
Halloween Horror Nights looks incredible.
It is. It really is.
So this is a good question, and it's another oversight, I think. Why wasn't Time Traveler in the coaster poll for best steal? That's definitely an oversight on our part. We forgot Twisted Timbers somehow, and we forgot Time Traveler somehow. I'll shoehorn Time Traveler in there somehow. I'll figure it out. But Time Traveler deserves to be in there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
But looking at the results, though, I'm not going to reveal any of the results on the stream, so don't get hyped up about that. But Jack actually set up a really good system where basically the way we're going to do it is, say there was like 30 votes for Steel Vengeance and 28 votes for Velocicoaster for number one Steel Coaster, right? So Steel Vengeance would obviously win, and then moving on to the next question, which is Steel Coaster number 2, all those votes from number 1 for Velocicoaster would carry over and be added onto what it got for number 2, and that would happen for every other coaster. So it's a really good system, and it makes sure that there's like a really, really like definite count, and it just keeps everything ranked really well.
Yeah, like some coasters that would not have gotten on to like the top 5 overall only made it on because of that, and I think that definitely helped. So expect those to come next few days.
Hopefully either this weekend coming up or the week following that. Definitely quite a bit in the schedule for this week, including my top 25 coasters. That's what I'm very, very excited to see how everyone reacts to that, because it should be an interesting video. And we do have the Seaside Hangover, not Screams, Seaside Hangover vlog coming out sometime this week too. I'm going on October 15th. Is there a chance the bowl will be open? How has Ka been running recently? So with El Toro, it's possible. I'm not going to say it's likely, but it's possible. I can see them opening it for Fright Fest at some point. I just don't know when.
I think the
go
park
ahead.
definitely wants to open it, but there's a lot of factors that play into that, like the state inspection, if there's any shipping delays on
I don't
parts.
even think it's the park's choice right now when they can open it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
I
still
think it's the state,
working.
maybe.
They're still working
Yeah,
on
if they're still
maintaining
working.
the ride. They're not going to be they can't open it until they're done, and they can't have the state inspect it till they're done. So they're really just, as soon as they're done, they're going to get the state to inspect it, and we'll see what happens from there. And then, about Ka, I would say it's been running very good, especially in the front row. Like other rows are still good, but like the front row is like on par with Dragster, at least for me.
I agree. It's really, really good in the front row. It's still good in other rows, but a front row ride on Ka is one of the best coaster experiences in the world, especially a Great Adventure.
Yeah, we had one on Friday. It was great. Definitely one
I
of the best
actually,
rides
if
I've
you
ever
remember,
had on
like
it.
a couple times ago, I think it's a Thrillathon, Colin. There was like a loose wheel or whatever it was, just something to make like the car a little bit vibrating.
Yeah.
It was a little.
Yeah.
I
I
don't know
didn't
what.
notice
I don't know
that.
what it was. Maybe it was.
I
the
noticed
day.
the vibration on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James, any comments about Ka?
It's the front row is an amazing experience on Kingda Ka. I think anyone in this call would agree right now. And I do agree with Sam that it was a little vibrating. Not the front row, but other rows during Thrillathon. But it really just depends on when you go. It kind of varies.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. What's your favorite park you've ever been to? That's a good question. I'll answer it. I will answer this one. Silver Dollar City. That is definitely my favorite park. It might not look like it on paper, but it is just an incredible park. Its coaster collection is small, but really, really good. They don't have a single bad ride. It's one of the most well-themed parks I think I've ever seen. And overall, it's just absolutely incredible.
I would say Disneyland. I mean, I just like the Disney parks so much and really like parks with good theming. And I mean, you can't really ask for a park with better theming than a Disney or Universal park. So, although I do see Silver Dollar City and Dollywood definitely being up there for me, but I haven't been to either.
My
Yeah,
favorite
I
park
gotta.
is definitely
Oh,
Dollywood.
you go.
No, okay, so my favorite park is definitely Dollywood. It's just a great coaster collection. Lightning Rod, well, it's closed, but it's definitely a really nice park, and unlike any other park I've been to.
Yeah, as much as I'd like to say Islands of Adventure, I think I had a better experience at Knott's Berry Farm. Just kind of like it was just so nice there, so calm, and like the food there was amazing. Just everything about it, like there was no bad thing about it.
Yeah, that's probably my second favorite park. Knott's. It's such a great park.
Yeah.
Knott's definitely looks incredible. I hope to get there very soon.
Yeah.
We still haven't done our Florida roundup. That I will do very soon with you on Instagram, not on YouTube. But we'll get to it eventually.
Late this year, Colin.
Sammy, you got a question.
Oh, Sammy, how's Black Stallion running? Better than you'd think. I thought it would start kind of slowing down because like now it's September, but it's been running pretty well, like pretty fast. So yeah.
Why isn't Filthy NJ featured in the live stream? Because Filthy NJ has a cover on his laptop's webcam, and he also doesn't have a very quiet place to sit. So that's why Filthy NJ is not on the stream. He might be here next week, though.
Maybe we'll have another
Next week.
appearance of him busting through your door during the live
Yeah,
stream.
maybe.
Maybe he'll
That'd
throw
be
more
great.
money at me.
Throw some money in like last time.
Make it happen, please.
Maybe he's watching right now. Who knows?
How was Frightfest? Thoughts on mazes? Frightfest was really, really good. I definitely think it's one of the best Frightfest yet. And we didn't do all the mazes. We only missed Reflections and Wicked Woods. But the mazes we did were really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, me, Colin, and James were all there on opening day of Fright Fest, and I've never actually done any of the mazes during Fright Fest, and I thought they were really good. Especially, I really liked Bloodshed. The Expedition Dino Survival was really cool because I had never done the Dino Maze or Dino attraction at all before this, and so it's a lot better than Cedar Fair's Dinosaurs Alive, and the fact that they have like a couple scare actors in there, like there's just like a scare actor dressed up as a dinosaur that runs across the pathway as you're going through the maze, and it's really cool. And the fireworks, great. James?
Yeah, Fright Fest was really, really good this year. It's definitely my favorite year of Fright Fest. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know why Sam wasn't there. He's got his own maze there and everything. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of weird.
Yeah. Big
I didn't
Top
get to
Terror.
go, but I should be there this weekend hopefully, and it looked really good. So I'm gonna take the word for it.
Yeah, I said hi to the clowns for you, by the way.
I'm sure they said hi back.
Yeah.
So, Dorney still hasn't answered my Coaster Madness question. I mean, they're probably gonna post the hours and whatnot for Coaster Madness very soon. But yeah, I'm very surprised they haven't answered it yet. What is up? How you doing tonight? Yes, it should have been. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean,
think
I don't
everyone
think
would
any of us would disagree with the fact that Rolling Thunder should have been RMC'd.
I can't disagree, but I'd like to see what they have planned in the future for that area.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
hope they have something good planned. That's for sure.
Cross
Hopefully.
fingers, but I miss Rolling Thunder. I really do.
Oh my god, it was such a great ride. It's such a shame it's gone, but
It,
I know
it was
why.
incredible.
It's because it was in rough shape as it was, and Six Flags, I guess, saw the price tag to RMC it and said no thanks. So
Yeah,
Now
and
it's
then
done.
They gave it
a
to
year or
99,
two later,
yeah.
did Magic Mountain.
yeah, after fire burned down half the structure of Colossus too.
Yeah.
Oh well,
And
though.
they still went for it.
Yeah.
Because it's Magic Mountain, though.
Do you think Coaster Power Hours will return in 2022? Yes. Plain and simple. Yes.
Yeah, there's just no way it won't. Like, I mean, they did it in the spring of this year, and that was a pretty big success, so much that they brought it again, and it's happening on Thursday again. So
It absolutely will return. There's no doubt in my mind it will.
They know it was incredible. They'll bring it back.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I've never been to a Six Flags Fright Fest. Gonna try to go this year at Great Adventure. Would you recommend, and what makes it different from just another day at the park? So, for starters, I think I speak for everyone when I say that there's a whole different like atmosphere when you go to Fright Fest compared to just a regular Great Adventure day. No music plays; it's all creepy, eerie sounds. You have all the scare actors walking around, all the mazes. It's really, really cool. Definitely make sure you know before you go that you do have to pay for the mazes. If you have a Diamond Elite membership, the mazes are free, but you can only go once. And I think maze passes start at $30.
I think
It depends on
they
the day.
start at 35 or 30, but I think Friday or Saturday, the maze pass will be 35, and then to buy the express maze pass, it is 40 on Sundays and 45 on Fridays and Saturdays, and then you can get $10 off the price of any of that with a season pass or membership if you buy it through the portal on the website or on your like Six Flags account, or in the park. If you scan the code and click season pass, then you get a discount as well. But at the moment, you can also buy a season fright pass for I think $55. And they did say in the future there will be an option to upgrade if you have Diamond Elite to the Express Maze Pass for a fee.
James, you want to add anything?
Yeah, actually, I mean, when you go, it's a completely different atmosphere. It's really, really fun. Definitely check out the mazes, of course. That's the whole reason you're going. And also check out the shows. I mean, not even just Unleashed, but Dead Man's Party. I haven't seen it since it was in the Big Wheel, which was like, I don't know, 2012 before that. But I'm sure it's really, really good and definitely worth your time. So definitely check out the shows when you're there as well.
Yeah, Blood Drums is also always fun.
Favorite B&M, favorite Intamin, favorite RMC. Favorite B&M, Fury. Favorite Intamin, Velocicoaster. Favorite RMC, Steel Vengeance.
For me, it's Fury, I-305, and Steel Vengeance.
I'm going to copy Jack, Fury, I-305, and Steel Vengeance.
I think it's Tatsu. Oh my god, what's my favorite Intamin? I know my favorite RMC is definitely Steel Vengeance, because what else? It really doesn't kind of compare to anything else. And then my favorite Intamin, El Toro. Can't even.
Keep in mind, Sammy has ridden Fury. He's just weird.
Yeah, he
You
just
did-
doesn't
very
like
weird.
it.
I'm not weird.
Yes,
I'm
you are.
special.
Don't lie.
Get it right.
Yeah, yeah, he's special.
You are special.
Special.
I'm very
Yeah.
special.
Should parks offer anti-scare necklaces for their Halloween events? Yeah, I think they should. There
Great.
are plenty of people I know that won't go because they don't want to get scared. So if you have some like crazy looking necklace on that they can't scare you if you have it on, I'm for it.
I'm pretty sure Great Adventure one year had like a no boo necklace or something like that, where you buy like a light up. It's like a green thing. I know Dorney at one point definitely had it, but I'm pretty sure Great Adventure had it one year.
Yeah, I think they should definitely offer something like that. I don't know why I said order, but they should definitely offer something like that because I know a lot of people. I'm not naming any names, of course, or maybe I will. No, but yeah, they definitely should offer it because I know a ton of people who are just scared. They don't want to do nothing. Like someone I know won't even show up to the park, but you don't need to worry about it. But yeah, they should definitely offer something like that.
I think they should. It would be great. I think one year I was walking around and some girl had like a horn, and whenever they came up to her, she'd honk the horn. I'm like, what is she doing? Like, they should have something for this.
Yeah, that's true. Favorite game in the arcade and the games you see on the Midway? That's a good question, actually. It's a different question. My favorite arcade game. I really do like Missile Command. That's a very old, I believe, Atari game. Of course, I love the classics, Pac-Man, Galaga. We have machines for all of them at my house, so I get plenty of practice when I want to. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'd say I like more of like the mechanical games like pinball, skee ball, for arcade games, and then I mean on the Midway, I guess I kind of like the one where you at Hershey Park they have like I think it's like frog fling or something like that, where you put
Oh,
the
yeah,
frog
yeah.
on the thing, you hit it with a hammer, and you try to get it to fly into the bucket. So that's one of the Midway games I like.
I forgot to mention my Midway game. It's probably balloon darts or whatever it's called. I mean, that's always fun. I also like what's it? Oh yeah, High Striker because it's so funny to see people try so hard. And the one time I did it first try and got to the top. I was like maybe 4 years ago too, so I was very small. It's just funny to watch people do it. I always like that hang game too, where people are hanging there.
Mhm.
All the pressure's there. The thing rolls too, so it's really hard to stay on. It's always fun to watch.
I think my favorite arcade game, it's like one no one's ever heard of, but it's Baby Pac-Man, and it's basically a Pac-Man game that's like made for the pinball. So it's so weird, but I mean it's really cool. And then for a Midway game, definitely the water gun games. You just like aim at the target. I was always really good at those at the carnivals back in the day. So yeah.
I gotta say, my favorite arcade game will always be Donkey Kong. Just something about it. It's just so much fun to play. And then Midway game, I always like the classics, like the balloon pop, and like as James said, the water squirt gun game, and skee ball's always fun. Like all those kind of like older school games.
Yeah, those are all really good games. So I think maybe we should switch it up a little bit. Let's reverse the order. Sammy goes for. I'll read the question. Sammy goes, James goes, Jack goes, and I go last. Let's switch it up a little bit. My Wi-Fi is super bad. What's your favorite Six Flags park besides Great Adventure?
Oh, okay. Well, probably Magic Mountain, but New England does come really close, especially with the latest visit I had to New England. It was just absolutely incredible. But Magic Mountain is so much fun. It's just like the atmosphere is great. And being in California is awesome.
I think first off, rest in peace, the internet. That internet is always terrible. But I think my favorite Six Flags park, besides Great Adventure, would probably be New England. I mean, especially last time I was there with Sam and Kenny, and I will just never forget when we were on the stupid river rapids they had there, and just Kenny got completely soaked.
Oh god.
And I got soaked, and then Sam was fine. Nothing happened to him. But yeah, definitely New England.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite Six Flags park isn't even Great Adventure. I'd say it's Magic Mountain, then Great Adventure, then New England, and then like America. But Magic Mountain's a really good park. It's it's a huge park. You know, you have to climb up a mountain to get to some of the coasters. That's why it's called Magic Mountain. But yeah, it's a really good park.
So my favorite Six Flags park also is not Great Adventure. It's actually Fiesta Texas. Fiesta Texas to me is just the highest quality Six Flags park because it's just there's not really anything wrong with the park. The only thing that was kind of wrong with the park was Poltergeist because it looked kind of old, and they just fixed that. So now there's literally like nothing wrong with that park. It's like perfect. But yeah, Fiesta Texas is absolutely incredible. Better coaster, Jersey Devil or Wicked Cyclone?
Ooh, this is a good one. Personally, Jersey Devil, but it could go either way. Like, it's on the fence with me. It could go either way, but I have to say Jersey Devil.
Definitely Jersey Devil. Like when I was at New England, Wicked Cyclone wasn't running that good last month, so
What do you mean? It was great.
I don't know. It's kind of slow, but Jersey Devil definitely better than Wicked Cyclone.
Yeah, I'd say Wicked Cyclone. I mean, I rode it like 10 times in a row at night, like a month ago, and it was just fantastic. Jersey Devil's a great ride, but like it doesn't have like the relentless ejector airtime of Wicked Cyclone or like the rapid inversions and all that. But yeah, so Wicked Cyclone.
I'm gonna have to agree with Jack. I like Wicked Cyclone better. I mean, it has stronger airtime to begin with. I mean, Jersey Devil's a better drop, but Wicked Cyclone has some really strong airtime. The way its layout is set up is just so creative and just incredible. The way it weaves in and out of the structure nonstop. That's not to say Jersey Devil's a bad layout, but I mean, the second half just kind of goes through some floater hills into the brake run, whereas Wicked Cyclone has some really cool turns with some outer banked hills. It's really, really cool. So I definitely prefer Wicked Cyclone. Hello, Hang Time Thrills. We're having fun on the stream. We're missing your questions, your many, many questions you did the first time. So if you think of any, definitely throw them in the chat. He's not. He's not.
Oh no!
He's not.
Are you sure?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty
You
sure.
might want to get up and double check.
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't see him.
There's monsters under Colin's bed.
Yeah, one of them being Phil.
Filthy NJ jump scare.
Well, he sees this message, so he can come in here.
We want Filthy NJ too.
Yes, it will reopen.
Ever? Yes, definitely.
Yeah. No, it's not going to reopen.
Yeah, they're like they said
tear it
at Thrillathon, they're gonna tear it down. You know.
Yeah.
Well, Dad, if you're in here, there's your cue to jump out from under the bed.
Yeah.
Oh God. Let's see. What improvements do you think Six Flags Great Adventure will be make in the future? Sammy, you could start.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say too much because again,
We
already
know,
talked about that
we know a lot too.
Yeah, but I definitely want to see like certain areas being improved. Kind of just like, I always wanted more in the Golden Kingdom. To be honest, I always thought you go there, you go to King Kilimanjaro, and then you're done. I want like almost like an hour to 2 hours there in that area, and then same with the El Toro Plaza. Like just kind of like just more sprucing up on that side. They've been working on the one side for a while, and I usually spend 3 to 4 hours on that side now, but not as much on the other side.
I definitely think
yeah.
we're gonna see a ton of repaints.
Oh, there he is.
Yay!
Oh my god!
You had to look under the bed, didn't you?
I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh God.
So this question is actually pretty much the exact same as Jack's question. So we can just keep going with the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, I already kind of started talking about that a lot, but yeah, just like Jack said, repaints, or James said the repaints. Just kind of like things sprucing up the park, make it nice. You know, like it. Sometimes you don't always need a new attraction. You just kind of want a good atmosphere.
Yeah, I think like I said earlier, we're gonna see a ton of repaints. Hopefully on Batman the Ride. I think that ride.
James, you just totally like.
Yeah, I think you cut out.
James is dead.
James is gone. All right, I'll pick up from where James was.
Yeah.
I think Batman would be really good with a repaint.
Bizarro also needs a repaint, and Bizarro also needs them to Get faster operators.
I think Batman with like a Batman Forever, or what's the show called? No, Batman the Animated Series repaint, like red and black would be cool. Nitro definitely could use a repaint. Bizarro used a repaint. But I think they're gonna make those kinds of improvements next year, and I would love to see a new entrance.
That's coming.
Way to give it away.
Right on live stream too.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes James.
Oh, James
I
is
think
gone.
he probably
Wow. James's internet must be like Joey's.
I guess so.
They don't
Yeah.
need to play Nitro.
All right, next. Didn't they make Frightfest passes digital? Yes, they did. Oh, James is back.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
James.
my internet just decided to go down. I don't know what happened, but you know.
That's wonderful.
I
Sammy, go
think they
ahead.
did. Yeah, I think they did. I don't know. You guys were there. I wasn't.
That's true. That's true.
Um,
So if you have a
but-
Diamond Elite membership, they scan your membership and see if you're good. Then if you have a pass and you buy a maze pass, you go to the website and you link the maze pass with your actual season pass or membership, and it works. Good question from Joey here. Favorite GCI? Sammy, start us off.
Favorite GCI. Okay. Well, Ghost Rider CCI technically, so that won't even be in the mix. But probably Mystic. I don't really know. I don't really look into things as much as other people do. I just kind of look for like a top 3, and then that's it. So probably Mystic. Something like that.
James?
Mine would easily be Mystic Timbers. There is no competition. It's just Mystic Timbers. It's an amazing ride.
I haven't been on that many GCIs. Like I've done the 2 at Hershey, or 3 if you count both Lightning Racer. And then, but I mean, I would count Ghost Rider as a GCI. Like it's completely retracked, kind of reprofiled, brand new trains. So I'd say that's my favorite GCI.
My favorite GCI is going to be Mystic Timbers. It's just such a great ride. Night ride on it's great. You get some really good airtime. And I actually really do like the shed. I like their attempt at theming there. It was good.
Attempt.
Where is Tom tonight? Recovering from his hangover, to put it bluntly.
Oh my god.
His seaside hangover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Seaside Hangover. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely his seaside hangover.
Family friendly. Seaside hangover.
A ride you would like to see added to Frontier Adventures at Great Adventure, and what would you name it? I actually have a good idea for this. So
Colin,
say
why don't
you
you-
retheme it-
Yeah, you
What?
start for this one. You start for
Okay.
this one.
So you start by retheming Bizarro back to Medusa, right? Now, I know this is very tough. I think the Northern Star Arena should have been gone a while ago, like a couple years ago. I get they still have to keep an arena at the park. I think it would make more sense to demolish Northern Star and build a new one outside the park and have the parking lot, or maybe even a new parking lot or a bigger parking lot attached to it. And in its place, you have a massive plot of land right there. So, I mean, the sky's the limit at that point. I'd love to see an Axis coaster. I'd love to see an RMC for. I mean, literally, they could do anything. I think a Vekoma launch coaster would be just incredible there. But they have so many different options that it's really hard to decide on one.
Yeah, I'd say that in Frontier Adventures, like that, the stretch between Mine Train and Bizarro is probably my least favorite part of the park. You know, you're just walking down a giant pathway with nothing except an arena that hasn't been used in 2 years at least. A couple of like there's like a Dippin' Dots cart that hasn't ever been open except for like 1 or 2 times during concerts. So I'd say during that time, or during that area, put like a maybe. I mean, I would like a coaster, but honestly, I'd say like when you get rid of the arena, you could add a couple flat rides over there, like how the old chiller area kind of got revitalized with Wonder Woman, Cyborg, and Justice League. You know, you could add a couple different flat rides over there, but that's just me.
I would love to see I think they should definitely get rid of the Northern Star Arena. They really don't use it anymore besides concerts, and they really haven't done any concerts recently. And part of that's because of the pandemic, but even now they don't really do any. But I definitely think I would love to see a GCI wooden coaster around that area because I love GCIs. They're so much fun, and I definitely think Great Adventure would do great with the GCI.
Seve!
Yeah. Well, first of all, I gotta agree with Colin. I think they should retheme Bizarre back to Medusa because if I was saying anything about getting rid of it, you guys would all go off me. So I'm not gonna say that. But I agree also with James. I think GCI would be great back there. Some kind of family coaster to see the family area. And yeah.
Next question. Worked in games before, and High Striker has 3 settings. So on child setting, it automatically goes, man, look, way to ruin my fun there. Come on,
Colin was a child, so yeah.
Man, there I was sitting there thinking I did like a really good job, got it all the way up to the top in the first try, and you ruined it. Whatever.
It's okay, Colin. Maybe next time.
Yeah, you can try it on adult mode soon. You can get it like a quarter of the way up.
Colin's gonna get like a little bit up.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Colin's about to punch his webcam.
If you had to choose between Batman, Great Bear, or Talon, what would you choose and why? Talon, for many reasons. It's really good. It's really smooth. Has some good intense moments. I love the layout. It's just one of my favorite inverts, honestly.
So, for me, I mean, Afterburn's my favorite invert, but these 3 I pretty much all like equally for very different reasons. Like, Talon is so graceful, smooth, but also intense. Great Bear is like an older style invert, so it still has the really good intensity of all the inversions, and it has that cool low to the ground turn. But I mean, recently, I honestly have to say Batman, just because of how rapid paced the whole thing. Loop 0G roll, loop 2 corkscrews. It's just like crazy from start to finish. James?
I would pick Great Bear. I got a really good Zen ride on it during CoasterCon, and it kind of just rose up my rankings. It was really, really fun. And it was also at night, so that made it even better. And I love the layout. I like the little turn before you actually fully go down the drop. It's really unique, but definitely a lot of fun. I'd pick Great Bear.
I gotta say Talon, even though Alpengeist is my favorite invert. I think Talon is just, I like the area. I like how they did it. It's just very smooth. And yeah.
So what, did everyone say Talon, or was there some differing opinions?
I said Batman.
I would say Great Bear.
I said Talon.
Interesting. Random question. Are you into action sports? Personally, no.
I mean, I ski, but that's not really an action sport.
No, I'm not really into action sports.
No, I'm a Jew. I mean, it's true. So like.
Oh my god! I was not expecting that.
All right.
I mean, it's true. You can't disagree.
Oh my gosh! Yeah,
Moving
it
on.
is true. So he's not being prejudiced or anything. So everyone. knows.
Yeah, it's against myself.
I plan on going to Over Texas, July of 2022. What are your opinions on that park? Oh boy. So I didn't have a good experience because it was rainy.
You sure you don't want to skip out on this one, Colin?
I'll explain. I'll keep it brief though, and I'll try to remain calm. So we get there.
Okay.
Ride doesn't open. We were at New Texas Giant. The employee closed it without telling us anything. Ride didn't open until 12 o'clock. Park opened at 10. And they randomly decided to close the park at 4 without announcing it. And they made it so you could not get your meals. So that was my experience at Over Texas. Not a good one. No one else here has been to it, so I'm pretty much the only one with opinions on it. So
Yeah, I've never been.
it's a good park. It's got great rides. It's really nice and well themed, but I just had a really, really poor experience. What would you like to do over the next few years to New England to make a destination like Great Adventure? Sammy, you can start.
What would you do over the next years? Personally, I kind of find it the other way. I thought Six Flags New England, it was just so well organized, and they've been working on it forever. Just kind of like moving things to like certain areas, all like the DC stuff. it's in the same area, and I know James can agree with me on this. It was so nice just in that area, knowing where like what you want to do, and it just didn't feel spread out. So more so, I'd rather see Great Adventure be like that rather than New England, because I think New England is just so nice. But James, you go.
Now this might sound stupid on paper, but trust me, I think this would be a really good idea. I would love to see them, one, get rid of Goliath, but also get rid of flashbacks, so get rid of both of those and put a really, really insane RMC Raptor right over there. It'd be really cool.
Jack, or did you already go?
No, I didn't go. I mean, I think that Great Adventure is better than New England, and I think that Great Adventure is improving better than New England. Like the overall park appearance, like the whole entrance area, main street of Great Adventure. None of those stores that are there right now were there 5 years ago. Like you have Six Flags Universe, the new Starbucks place, and the Last Drop, and they're all very nice stores, while New England really, hasn't changed in all the times I've been there. So I'd say New England needs to, redo lots of stuff. You walked through, I think it's called Crack Axle Canyon, the area, and all those stores are either not in use or just not looking very good. So they just need a refresh of the park. And then I think we'll get more people.
You good?
Yeah.
So I think the biggest issue with New England that is the reason why Six Flags is hesitating to go all in on the park, is its location. It's a really cool location, but it is awful to make it a destination park. If you've never been to New England, you literally drive there on a 2-lane road, and you're just passing like a tiny town, you're going through, see the Massachusetts sign if you're coming from Connecticut, and bam, there's a Six Flags park right there. So it's a really tough location. The parking lot already is across the street, so they have practically no room to build anywhere. The only things they can do is work with what they have, and what they have isn't even that much. So they definitely have to make some tough decisions on what they're going to do with the property. I would love to see it be turned into a much bigger park, but it's just not going to happen considering the location of the park and just how limited land they have. That would be quite the interesting stream. It'd be fun. It would definitely be fun.
Yes, that does sound interesting.
Myself, Tom, Ace, and Chris. I hope you all know.
No comment there.
I hope you all know who Ace is. Ace is quite the character. He's appeared in a couple videos. He's a very interesting person. You can't miss him at the park either. So if you know what he looks like, look for him at Great Adventure. You'll more than likely find him.
Yeah, he's either at Great Adventure or living in a van.
That's his catchphrase. Least favorite Intamin. I think we were asked this on the last stream.
Yeah.
I don't really have an answer. There's not a bad Intamin ride I've ridden.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about overrated Intamins, Cheetah Hunt. I heard from a lot of people that it was it was really fun ride, really good. I just thought it was way too tame to be any good. It was just okay to me.
I don't know. I've never been on a bad Intamin. I guess if you have to say the least fun or least thrilling, it'd probably be Skull Mountain or something like that.
I think I don't really have a least favorite Intamin, but I'm gonna go the same route Colin went with overrated. I think Millennium Force was kind of overrated. It's still an amazing ride though, but yeah, that's really it for me.
I don't know. Again, I don't really keep track of what's my favorite and my least favorite. Probably what Jack said, Skull Mountain or something. I don't know. Probably not Skull Mountain. I don't know. It's definitely stuff.
So we're gonna try to move a little faster through here because we got quite a few questions we got to go through. New entrants.
I don't know when.
Do you want to start?
I'm not going to tell you when. How about that? You'll see. It's coming soon. Sammy, you can start with this one.
Oh, we got a super chat.
We did?
We
got a super chat from John Joseph Gray. Hold on, let's get to that real quick.
Ooh.
You guys definitely have to volunteer to be a scare actor next year. It was so fun last night. It's so worth the time. I would have done it this year, but I don't think I meet the age requirement. So
Yeah, you have to be 16. So
yeah, not
maybe
quite-
next year.
Next year it would be fun.
The commute is just very hard though.
Yes. I mean, for Sammy and I think we're pretty much the same distance.
Yeah,
I'm
we
about
have
half
like
an hour, I
30,
think you're like 40.
yeah, 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, we're not far. Like, we're not crazy far, but we're not right
No,
down the
we're not like
street
an
either.
hour plus, but
I would definitely love to do it, though. It would definitely be a lot of fun.
it looks cool. Yeah.
So, back to this question. Sammy, go right ahead.
Will Falcon's flight ever be built, or is it too extremely expensive? I have a feeling it was just a marketing scandal, and
Mhm.
it's not gonna happen. No way. And whatever so-called company that they're trying to get to build this is out of their mind.
Intamin.
It's Intamin.
Intamin.
Well, I mean, it was a planned amusement park or theme park or whatever you want to call it at the time, and like they had a plot of land picked, and but it seems like the same thing kind of happens with all the overseas Six Flags parks. Like, if you look at Six Flags website, it'll say every year coming soon, something in China, or there was going to be one in Dubai. The only one planned right now is the Saudi Arabia one, and that is the one with Falcon's flight. So that's the only one that's been on there more than like a year. So I don't know.
I
could
doubt
happen.
Falcon's flight will ever get built.
Yeah, I don't see that ever
No way.
coming to fruition.
And if it does, I'll be the first one to ride it. But it's not gonna happen.
Well, if you can get a plane
Never
ticket
gonna happen.
to Dubai at an affordable price.
Not even
Like,
Dubai,
outrageous.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi Arabia. that's right.
Maybe
Yeah.
riding your dreams.
Mm.
Yeah. Making him Planet Coaster.
Favorite launch coaster? For me, it's Lightning Rod. If we're talking a more traditional launch that's not a lift hill like that in Maverick. Oh, wait. I'm
Velocicoaster?
stupid. It's Velocicoaster.
I was like,
forgot I've ridden Velocicoaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Velocicoaster is my favorite launch coaster.
I'd say Maverick.
I think for me, it'd definitely be Lightning Rod. This amazing ride.
Maverick.
That Thrill-a-thon vlog was amazing. You do such a great job with your videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you. That Thrill-a-thon vlog was very fun to put together. It was a very fun day, obviously. I mean, we were all here for it. It was so much fun.
We should
If you
have
didn't
like
go this year, go next year.
Yeah.
we should
go
have
next
like a
year.
streaming of it in
It's
your
an amazing
backyard,
event.
Colin.
That would be fun.
We should stream live on YouTube next year at Thrill-a-thon at some point.
Yeah, probably.
We should have done that.
Actually, we should do a live
I
stream
would've
at the
done it,
park
but my
just
phone
this
would've
year.
died. We should.
Yeah.
That's a really good
definitely
idea.
do that.
Yeah.
Should King Dakai use the dual station again? I would love it, but no, because it's actually not faster. It's not more efficient than the current system they have. See, what I do wish is that they would run the front and back of the station they currently use. I think
Which
that'd
they
be
do
awesome.
sometimes.
They do
Yeah.
sometimes. They just don't have the staffing for it. But I think once
That
the next year
is
comes
faster
around
than what
and-
they're using right now. Using
Yes.
both sides, the original loading setup meant that, you could only dispatch 2 trains and then you can't load anything for a good minute until the trains come back. So,
Exactly.
they're planning on running it next year when they have more staffing. So,
Hopefully.
hopefully. We all know how those things go.
This is a good question, Brian. Colin, how did you come up with Collywood Studios? There's quite a story behind it. So we used to have this neighbor, and his name was Mark. And he was an interesting person. He did a lot of interesting things. And for those of you who don't know, my channel's origins were actually making like movies. And those movies led to him calling me Collywood after Hollywood. And the name just kind of stuck at that point. And it's been there for a while. What park finally pulls the trigger on an Axis coaster and on one of those new generation Vekomas? Sammy, you can start us off.
Ooh, okay. Well, Axis Coaster, I could see going a couple parks. I would say Fiesta Texas, but now that they're getting Dr. Diabolical, I have no clue if they will. And then I'd say Magic Mountain next, but they're getting their RMC Raptor. So probably, I have no clue to be honest.
Great Adventure.
I guess maybe Great Adventure, but we also just got Jersey Devil, and I have no clue to be honest. Like it's, and then as for the Vacomas, we've already seen a couple. We saw Dragonflyer at Dollywood, so they're coming. They're on their way.
I think I have no idea where a new Vekoma could go, but I think a perfect park for an Axis coaster. We know Six Flags has a great relationship with SNS, and I feel like a park that needs, I think Colin would probably agree, but a park that needs some attention is St. Louis. So I think that I've never been there, but it looks amazing. I think Six Flags St. Louis would do great with a Axis coaster.
Yeah, I actually was thinking St. Louis before James even said it. So I think that's definitely like, that's a park that needs another coaster to really like get up there. Like I was thinking Great America, but they don't really have any room at that park. Like it's like packed to the brim now that they added Max Force. But probably St. Louis is a good fit for an Axis. And then the new Vacomas, I mean, I have no clue if Six Flags has any intentions of getting any Vacomas, but or any park really. But I don't know. Maybe we'd see a Cedar Fair park because they've added mock rides, launch coasters.
So I'm actually going to kind of reverse it. I think something that people aren't actually thinking about, Axis Coaster replacing Wicked Twister and Max Air at Cedar Point. I think that would be incredible. Now, if it's logistical, I don't know. It's not the most high capacity thing in the world. But I think it would look great right on the beach like that. As for one of the new generation Bacomas, I would love St. Louis to get that. I've been to St. Louis, obviously, and it's a really, really nice park. They're just missing a standout. I think a Raptor could fill that. I think a new generation Vekoma. There's a lot of stuff that could fill that. But I think Six Flags will eventually start adding new generation Vekomas, considering they already work with SNS. Have a good night amusement park experience. Just curious, is Iron Gwazi and Velocicoaster add enough to Florida to have it compete with Ohio? Well, obviously I didn't ride an Iron Gwazi, but it looks incredible. I still do like Ohio better for coasters, but Universal and Busch are really, really just great parks. I mean, Universal as a resort, including Volcano Bay and the two dry parks, it's like the best place I've ever been to, especially with Volcano Bay. And Busch Gardens Tampa is just incredible too.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, I personally like Florida for parks better than Ohio. But like Ohio, I haven't been on Velocicoaster, but I think that after Iron Gwazi, Icebreaker, Velocicoaster, before this last year, they really only had a lot of B&Ms, if you think about it, throughout the whole state. You know, like SeaWorld, Universal, Busch Gardens, all just had B&Ms. So I think it's definitely putting them up there.
I think that Florida is definitely better for parks. I'm going to agree with Jack here. It's definitely better for parks and theming, you know, but I think just Ohio still has the upper hand with all their amazing coasters that they have.
I think it's a hard split here where it kind of goes either way. If you like this kind of coaster, then you go to Ohio. If you like this kind of coaster, you go to Florida, because like Florida's a lot more heavily theme park based when Ohio is amusement park based. So to compare the two is kind of a hard pick. So it's either do you like amusement parks better or theme parks?
Very, very true. Is Six Flags Great Adventure getting a dueling coaster in the future like West Coast Racers? So my prediction, or at least my hope, is that for the 50th anniversary of Great Adventure in 2024, that we get a coaster very similar to West Coast Racers. I think that'd be amazing. And I mean, West Coast Racers looks like a really fun ride.
Called that
Great
Robin the
Adventure,
Chiller.
Lost Chiller, and if they could theme it after something along the lines of Chiller, I think that'd be incredible.
I mean, I have no clue if they're
It's all
going to get
Revenge of
one.
the Chiller.
That'd be
Revenge
cool.
of the Chiller, maybe. I don't know. I think that it would go well in the park's lineup to have like a multi-launch coaster, and especially if it was a dueling coaster, that would be really good because they really have nothing like that at all. The only launch coaster there is King Ka.
I would personally love to see a dueling Premier Rides coaster. I think it'd be fantastic. It'd fill in because you already you have an intense launch coaster like Ka, but you need kind of a mild launch coaster, like the premieres out there, like West Coast Racers, for example. I definitely would love to see something like that.
Mm.
If
Arrow. Oh wait, you have something to add to it?
I was just gonna say, I think it could be an absolutely amazing addition. I loved West Coast Racers, and the only one here who's definitely ridden it. But yeah, I thought it was great. Just like a nice, you can consider it a family coaster, but there's definitely thrilling moments. But it's just what I like. I hope they get it, I really do.
Next up, if aerodynamics were still around today, how different would coasters be now? I know RMC wouldn't have Alan, LOL. I feel like Aero would absolutely dominate the coaster industry. So that's tough because Alan Schilke worked with SNS after Aero was gone. And SNS, they still were very successful, but they didn't necessarily take off in the way that RMC did. So obviously SNS absorbed everything of Aero's, and they really weren't necessarily crazy successful in the way that RMC was. So I think Alan still would have done what he does now because he works as a designer for both SNS and RMC. Last I checked, he designed the layout for the free spins. Maybe Steel Curtain and Max Force 2, I think. I'm not 100% sure.
I don't know.
And I know he's the designer for all the RMCs. But if Aero was still around, I don't think coaster industry would be that different.
Yeah, I think that if Aero was still around, they would have gone kind of similar to Vekoma, where, Aero coasters a lot of times are known for being kind of rough. So they would have very much modernized their design because only towards the very end of their operation of aerodynamics as a company did they start really using computer-aided design. Like, it was all their coasters were mainly hand-drawn and all that. Like, all those Aero loopers. X2 was really one of the first of their modern designed coasters. So I think that I don't know if they would dominate the industry, but I think because I see RMC existed before Alan Schilke, so I think that they would have still gone off the ground without him.
I think that I doubt that Arrow would dominate the industry, but for their time, they were definitely a really good company. I think they would still make quality rides if they were around now. But I don't see them being like, Intamin or RMC or anything like that.
Colin, all I'm gonna say is, good question for a new series. Wink, wink, wink. But X2 is absolutely insane. It's my number one, and I'm sure if they kept going, they would have made more of those in different designs. But who knows? Wink, 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 Colin.
I hope to bring that series to light. I just gotta figure out the logistics of it. But if you're how do I put it? If you're good at deciphering stuff, you might be able to figure out what we're hinting at. My cousins live near Over, Texas, and they think it's a great park. So that's why I asked. I mean, it's a great park, but I just had a really bad experience. So I'm sure on a revisit where it's not like crappily run, that I'll have a good time. Our shows and entertainment coming back to Great Adventure. They're there right now for Frightfest, and they will be there for Holiday in the Park. As for all the time, I don't know.
I feel that having the shows only during Frightfest and Holiday in the Park really gives you something to look forward to. Like, if they had the shows all year round, or some sort of stunts show, it would not be as good as it is as if they only do it for one part of each season. Like, the same performers that stay there for all of the Halloween season aren't going to stay there for the whole year. So I'd say, the shows are obviously there right now, but I don't see them coming in the summer. At least not that much, not to the level they're at during Frightfest.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think that, if they had shows over the summertime, we at least locals or people with great adventures at home park would really not see the Frightfest and holiday park shows as much, because we would be so used to them over the summer, and they're really just kind of the same even during holiday in the park too from Frightfest. They kind of just change a few acts, kind of like a reskin. But definitely, I love how shows are at the park now, but I don't think they'll be there over the summer.
I'd love to see like a Rock the Night kind of show. I'm sure Colin can
I love
expand off
show
that for a
so
second.
much.
But I'd
That
love to see
show
that.
is like the best Six Flags show I've ever seen.
I want more fireworks.
Yeah,
I do want more fireworks. I'd love
Fireworks
I'd
were
love
great.
to see
Frightworks,
a
I was not
weekly-
expecting it to be as long. Like, it was like 15 or 20 minutes of fireworks. Like,
No
the whole,
stopping.
no stop. They didn't really have any fog machines around the park this year for Fright Fest, which was a change. But after the fireworks, they didn't need to, because the whole park was just covered in a dense haze.
Mhm. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah,
I think if like they did like a weekly fireworks show over the summer, that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
like a
That'd
Friday
be
night
perfect.
fireworks or Saturday
Yeah, I was gonna
night
say like
fireworks.
Friday night fireworks.
Even just like a once a month.
Exactly. Like that's all you need.
Yeah, like a Memorial Day fireworks, July 4th fireworks, Labor Day
Yeah.
fireworks.
So, really quick, I want to actually do a test. So, when I'm looking here at my control deck for YouTube, I see a button, and I'm going to test this button out. So, I'm going to click the button, give it about 15, 20 seconds, and see where we're at. So, we'll see you guys then. It's the ad insert button. I'm just curious to see what it does.
I'm watching the stream and on another tab.
Yeah,
don't
I
see
see-
anything
I see
happening.
that.
No ad.
I see it.
You guys
I see
in the
an ad
chat,
on
let
my
me know if
screen.
there's an ad.
We did get a super chat though. So
Oh, we did. All right.
Yeah,
I'll give it
another
like
one.
another 5 seconds and
Is it
then
from
we'll
John again?
show the.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No-
another.
oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
So
loaded.
hopefully you're all back. We have another super chat from John. Last night I almost made a guy fall on his butt and made some kids cry and other people jump like 5 feet.
Well, seems like you're
So,
doing your job
John-
well.
Yes, John was a volunteer scare actor through CJ's Crazy Coaster Crew, and I forget which maze he said he was at, but
Wicked
I will
Woods,
actually,
I think, right?
if I can
Looked
pull
like
up a
Wicked Woods.
picture, I will show you guys.
Someone's doing their job just a little too well.
Yeah.
All right, so we got to stop the music, unfortunately, but it's gonna be good. Let's see. There we go. So there's John.
Oh,
That was John's makeup from tonight or last night. So very cool, John. Thank you for sharing.
yeah.
Let me switch
Thank
back
you,
to the
John.
music.
Very cool.
Stop screen.
Appreciate it,
share,
John.
Bam.
That voice crack though.
Yikes. Imagine.
All right, do that.
Couldn't be me.
All right,
Could
there
be
we
you,
go.
James.
So
Hey,
back to
you
where
more.
we were. Where were we? Let's see. We were right here with.
I think
Mace's
we were at
question.
the Mac. Yeah.
I think yeah, this is it. Random question part 2. Are you into anything like Pokemon cards, Magic, that good stuff? I'm not, but I know who is. Go ahead, James.
Dude, I don't get them as much, but I remember always getting Pokemon cards when I was little. Like, just pulling all like the hollows and stuff is amazing. I like playing the game still though. Like, I played Sword and Shield on Switch a ton last year, but I don't like Magic or anything like that. But Pokemon cards are back in the day, and even still sometimes they're really good.
So, next question. Did y'all hear Max Air is getting removed at Cedar Point? I've heard rumors. I hope it happens. It's not because Max Air is a bad ride. It's just that it really doesn't make sense where it is, and it's taking up very valuable space that can be used for something better.
I've never ridden it.
Yeah.
It was closed the second time or the third time I went, and the other 2 times I just didn't feel like riding it. So I wouldn't be upset if it went.
It's not really too crazy. It's an okay ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear a rumor that they might be getting rid of it. I don't think it's. I don't know if it's confirmed. Is it confirmed? But I did like someone was pointing out the fact that when they removed disaster transport, they never said anything about Space Spiral getting removed. They ended up removing it anyway. So we could be in a similar situation here. But
Yeah.
I guess we'll see what happens over time.
So, I just want to let everyone know, if you didn't see in the chat, We're going to be ending the stream at 9:30, so I'm going to try to get us through the questions as quickly as we can. So if we go through your question kind of fast, that's why. It's Sunday night. We all have school, so got to get through this quickly. Colin is very good. Lafayette destroyed your legs. Well, I wouldn't know because that's another one of the many coasters that was closed on my date over Texas. Let's see. I think Broly's coaster was an okay Pinfari. I've been on it twice. Someone else can talk about Broly's coaster.
I went on it. It was actually like, I mean, it was one of my first like big coasters. Not that it's a big coaster that I ever went on it. This was back in like 2012 or 2013. I went to Maury's, and I was just very confused as to why it has over-the-shoulder restraints. But it's an okay ride. It's not rough or anything. It's actually kind of smooth. But I haven't been on in like 8 years, so.
Kai's your favorite launch coaster? I'm assuming you meant launch. It's a very good launch. Favorite B&M? Fury.
And
Tatsu.
yeah,
Weird.
For some reason, he's weird. I don't know.
weird.
What's your favorite hypercoaster in general? So depends on what you consider a hypercoaster. If you count RMCs, Steel Vengeance. If you don't count RMCs, what is it?
Skyrush?
I don't know that it's Skyrush for me. Actually, I gotta double check. I don't remember. Let's see. Where's my top 50? Yeah, it actually is Skyrush. Wow. Very closely followed by Magnum, though.
Yeah, it's the same for me. It's Steel Vengeance, and if you don't count that, then it's Skyrush, then Superman the Ride.
I think for me, it's Steel Vengeance if you don't count that. I don't know, Magnum. I didn't ride it trimless, but it was really, really good. But maybe Superman the Ride. I think be Superman.
Sammy?
I gotta say Skyrush, just incredible.
Maybe we will. They plan on running the dual loading station as it both sides of the transfer check. No, I
Just
think
the
they're
one
just
side.
doing the one side, yeah, just the one side.
Yeah.
They've ended up using the other side of the station as more of a storage
Yeah.
because the operators are actually allowed to add trains, I think, when it's on the other station because it's technically normal operation. But if they store the trains on the maintenance spurs, then they can't add trains by themselves. So they've kind of just turned that into a storage track.
If you're talking about heightened speed, I don't know. I don't think it'll be soon if it does happen, but I think eventually it'll happen.
Yeah, if Falcon's Flight gets built.
Or if
no
everyone's
Never.
over that Cedar Point Polar coaster from like
Yeah,
5 years
that.
ago.
I would
Yeah.
love to see that. It won't happen though.
Yeah,
It won't happen, but I think it'd be cool.
it's never gonna happen. Yeah, in Wicked Twister Spot.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
referencing Thrillathon.
Thrillathon,
And yes,
yeah.
it is pretty crazy. It's already been a week.
It doesn't feel like a week.
Wow,
It
has
feels
been
like it
Interesting.
feels like longer than a week to me, honestly. But it's only
Really?
been a week because I mean I had a pretty long week.
It feels like it's been 2 weeks to be honest.
Yeah,
Oops, sorry. This is loud. Okay. Worst thing about the coast community and the best thing. Worst thing are the people who cannot respect opinions for starters, and the toxicity. It's really bad on Instagram. I know it's really not too bad over here on YouTube, but on Instagram, if you guys are on there, it gets brutal.
I don't know really. I don't really have a best or worst thing.
I don't either, but I feel like the East Custom Coasters Instagram account could be a little better. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think we were all thinking it.
Oh yeah, I
Gotta
did
revive
say
it.
my best thing. Oh yeah, go
What?
ahead. Go ahead, Sammy.
Oh yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Best thing is just how events like Thrillathon, Seaside Hangover bring everyone together over the same passion. I mean, everyone here likes riding roller coasters and going to theme parks. And that's what it's about. I mean, share your experiences, have fun. That's what it's about. Not being just a horrible person to other people. Because a lot of people do that, unfortunately.
Yeah, the actual worst thing I'm not allowed to say on stream, but probably people who I think Fury is a fact that it's best B&M, but
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
so
but
get him
I
out of
can't
here.
respect other people's opinion.
Yeah,
what?
but
Let me guess. You like Orion better than Fury?
Something like that probably.
Okay, get him out.
But like actually the best thing probably the friends you make.
yeah, I definitely say that's up there too.
Yeah, it's crazy how many people you meet. Like I met all three of you guys through COVID.
Okay,
It's
we're on
insane.
stream right now, and we don't even live in the same town.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know each other if it wasn't for Great Adventure
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Instagram.
Maybe Clementon Park. You know, if Great Adventure didn't exist, we could all go to Clementon Park every day.
With
Yeah,
Jason,
let's go ride
with
Hellcat
Jason.
every day.
Yeah.
Do you think Holly in the Park will have the reservation system like Frightfest? No.
It's never as crowded. Although I have
It's
been to
maybe a
Holiday
third
in
of
the
the
Park once
capacity.
with a 90-minute wait up for Nitro, but
Jeez.
Yeah.
As has been shown to us, there is definitely plenty that the coaster community is hiding. Many things that
Yes.
are not good. I'm not going to say
So-
them on stream, but there's plenty of bad things.
be careful
there's a
out
lot.
there.
Yes.
Yeah,
You're good
keep it
where you
going.
are. No worries.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I'm going to Six Flags America soon and definitely want to ride Mind Eraser. So what's the best way to ride it without getting absolutely beat up? What about time of day to ride it? Honestly, Mind Eraser at America is not that bad. Definitely pin your head to one side, keep it back, keep it pinned. That's like my golden rule for rough rides. It's not that bad though.
You could always just not ride it.
That's true.
I've never ridden it.
Okay.
I don't
James?
know. It's eh.
Eh. It's
Any day,
something Sammy's do all the time.
any time of day, really. You're fine. It's not that bad. Like I think there are worse coasters out there, but you're beating yourself up either way. We'll just go whatever.
Yeah, just make sure you ride the front row. The front row is actually not terrible in Mind Racer. It's not good though. Like, don't think it's gonna be a fun ride. It's not. Don't get your hopes up.
So I would love that, but it's not going to happen because we have Jersey Devil. I mean, they're not going to build a bigger and better version of Jersey Devil at the same park. I could go to Power Hours on the 30th of September because my birthday is on the 26th. Well, happy
Mine
early
is the
birthday, Kelly.
27th. Oh my god, it's like we're twins. That's
You guys
crazy.
almost share the same birthday. Oh my
Bro,
god.
Sam's gonna make a new friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah, Joey.
Yeah, Joe, you should go.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and
It's
Joey,
fun.
best friends forever.
Yesterday, I had Fastlane at Carowinds and got 14 rides on Fury. Nice, dude.
Oh,
That's
you're lucky.
awesome. That is great. That's such a great ride.
Dude, I wish I was at Carowinds
You
yesterday.
should go on
You kidding me?
Tatsu.
Oh, come on, Sammy.
Tatsu also did just open a few days ago after being
Yeah.
down since like
Yeah.
2020. So
I have.
Too many
Oh,
times.
Have you guys?
No, I didn't go on it yet. I don't know.
I don't
I
know.
don't think I want to ride. I'm kind of scared of it, man.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good where I am.
I'm scared of the Jersey Devil.
Let's see. Will
Yeah.
this work? Oops, that didn't work.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I've
cry
only
if I
ridden
ride
it
it.
like 40 or something. I
Can
don't
you
know.
see that or no?
It's
I don't
blurry.
think you can see it. It
Yeah.
says I've ridden Jersey Devil 144 times. There's your answer.
No, I don't think he's ridden it. I've never seen Colin ride it.
None of us have been on it. It's not
Yeah,
like
I
I rode
think
it
Colin's
17 times
capping.
yesterday. A
Yeah.
few days ago.
Yeah.
Lantern, Bella, Lantern.
Green Lantern is a great ride. That's all.
It is a great ride. Watch my video on why it's a great ride.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think
about
Riddler.
the plug.
Dude, please get
Riddler
rid of
looks
Green
great.
Lantern.
It looks good. I didn't go on it when I went there because it was
Yeah,
closed.
Riddler's really good. I like Green Lantern though.
Next up, we have. Oh, we're actually coming along. Well, up on the end of the questions. Will you make videos about BGW? I would gladly. I just I know a lot of my audience is very Great Adventure favor, so I typically do tend to make Great Adventure content over other content. On top of that, I haven't been to BGW since 2018. Definitely will be back there next year though. So if you have interest in seeing BGW content, I'll gladly make it. What is up, Chaz?
Yo, Chaz, the
Yeah,
legend.
Chaz.
He's arrived.
No.
No.
I thought you did, Colin. What the hell? Lying to me?
Well, then what country do I live in?
Asia.
China.
Y'all think Six Flags gets unfair flack or think it's deserved. Personally, I think Six Flags isn't as bad as a company as people make it out to be. They give us great coasters and flat rides. Sammy, you can start off because I want to end it off.
Okay. I mean, okay. I think Six Flags has always done a great job at adding things. Like how they maintain things is a different story, so I'm not even going to add that in. But they do a good job as a company adding things, and I think they're going in a whole new route now. And I'd like to see how they do it. So, yeah, I don't think it's as unfair when we get new coasters and flat rides.
I think they've made some poor decisions, but they are at the end of the day a really good company. They install rides at all of their parks, which is something that you won't see Cedar Fair doing. They're not going to install a ride at every single park every single year, and just Six Flags does a very good job with that. They have great rides at their parks, like Toro, Wicked Cyclone, stuff like that. Man, it's just Six Flags. I don't think they deserve all the hate that they get. They're a really good company.
I think that in the last year and a half, we've seen how much more flexible and how much really better as a company that Six Flags is. You saw almost every park open either before the amusement park itself could open in some way. Like Great Adventure had the drive-through. New England had a dinosaurs walkthrough. A lot of other parks had stuff. Great Adventure was operating until end of January this year. So I think the park's just only done better and better recently, and that Six Flags as a company does not deserve the hate that it gets.
So, I may have a crazy opinion. Six Flags, not including Disney or Universal, obviously. I think Six Flags right now is the best amusement park chain. Better than Cedar Fair, better than SeaWorld, better than Merlin. Six Flags has been ridiculously intelligent with their actions during the pandemic. The way they kept parks open when they normally wouldn't be. The fact that they're adding new coasters. They had a new coaster open. Well, they're having a new coaster open in 2022. 2, actually. And they're major investments. They're no joke. Cedar Fair could take a couple lessons, and SeaWorld, forget about it.
Yeah. I agree.
What do you mean?
Colin.
SeaWorld's opening so much next year. It's going to be exciting.
SeaWorld, dude. Don't get me
Wait, was it 2023 now? Never mind.
Anticipated opening
Okay,
2020.
SeaWorld's special.
Opinion on Buc-ee's. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's been there. It's awesome. I mean, I don't like the people that go crazy over it. I'm not whaling.
The whale.
Yeah, it's cool. What are some tips? So I know you're trying to do it on a budget, but Hotel Breakers really is worth it for the fact that you get the Magnum entrance, and if you're trying to get the Seal of Vengeance first, that is so helpful. On top of the fact that you can just walk in and out of the park whenever you want. Opening weekend, though, if you've never been there, I don't know that I'd recommend it because opening weekend is typically a disaster at Cedar Point just because, I mean, there's so many crowds. The crowds are insane there as it is, but on opening weekend, they're really bad, and, I mean, if you don't have a fast lane, you're kind of screwed.
From what I've heard, if you want to go around that time, if you just go the next weekend after opening weekend, that's apparently so much less crowded than opening weekend, because opening weekend is crowded because it's opening weekend, and then you still have a couple weeks before Memorial Day that are usually not crowded. So I'd recommend waiting a week. It's not worth waiting in 2-hour lines for everything on opening weekend when you could just not wait next week.
Anyone else have anything to add?
No, I think you guys hit it all.
Yeah, I think you guys got it on the dot, to be honest.
So as we approach the end of the stream, I'm going to stop the questions at 9:17 p.m. So anything that was sent at or before 9:17 p.m., that will be where we stop. So anything sent after that, I'm going to have to cut it off because I want to keep the stream at a, I guess, reasonable length. So I do apologize if you did send anything after that, but after that point, we're cutting it off.
Yeah.
Green Lantern legitimately is my favorite stand-up. It's such a great ride. Have you been to Great Adventure? No.
I think that's Great America.
Oh, Great America? Oh,
No.
no.
No. I don't think any of us have been.
I wish I could go to Great America. That looks like a great park.
Although,
incredible.
then he asked another question if he'd been to SFGA. That's probably about Great Adventure.
No, we haven't been to Great Adventure.
No, I was not
I've
there
not
2
been to
days
Great
ago.
A Hollywood Studios Officer O'Leary collab video would be epic. So I actually see Sean all the time at the park, and I would definitely be interested in doing some kind of collaboration video. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Wink, 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 Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Come on,
If
Sean.
you want to
Send
do
him
a
a
collab?
text.
Let me know.
Sean is not on the live right now.
Black Sammy, come on. Now.
Yeah, that guy looks really smart. Like I think that'd be a great idea.
Black Stallion sucks.
I've
You
given
can do
you
it.
a media day video, a construction update, and another video for your preview day. There you go. That's
Sammy,
all you need.
You can do
But
your
there's
own
no
Black Stallion
review. Where's
review
the
on your
review,
own
man?
channel.
If
I
you
can do
make
a
a
review
review and
because
send
want
it to
me
me,
to.
I'll post it. But if you guys don't know what Black Stallion is, that is Sammy's backyard coaster. He built during 2020 with the help of, I think, almost everyone in here, plus a couple
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, you guys have all come at least once, except for James. James came
James
to
didn't
ride
really-
it, but
really
he
wrote it.
didn't help.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't
He
want
was
to ride
lazy.
it. I didn't feel like helping Sam.
Even though
gotta be
somehow
honest.
he's been working for GTI, but has never worked on a coaster.
But Black Stallion, it's quite the feat of engineering, considering the fact that it was built in a backyard with no real, I guess, engineering experience on the part of Sammy. But
Yeah.
you made it, and there it is. It works.
It works.
Sometimes
It works
just
with a couple
works.
hiccups, but it works.
Yeah,
Sometimes the
just
legs
leave,
turn off
leave
during
the bad
tropical
parts
storms,
out.
but
Okay. Yeah. Yes, sure.
No.
James, are you going Thursday?
Yes, sir. I am going Thursday.
Is everyone on this call and the stream going to Power Hours?
I've heard
no comment. I don't think so.
Power Hours is tough because not only is it Thursday nights and school and whatnot, it's just it's a weird time. I mean,
It's
don't
a
know.
really awkward time to
I'll probably go to the
Friday
next
nights
one.
are more convenient, but Thursday nights are going to be empty, so that's the way I'm looking at it. Bucky's is the bomb. You got that right, Chaz. That's a great way to end it. Anyone else have any comments?
Bob said Hershin for when you were talking about what changed.
Hershey doesn't really count because it's so small anyways.
Yeah, well, they did just buy Kentucky Kingdom.
Yeah, that's true.
So now they have 4 parks.
That will be the end of tonight's Q&A. I do appreciate everyone for coming on here. I'm going to say that we're going to do these every Sunday night, and we're going to rotate people in and out for guests. So these 3, I don't think you'll be seeing them next week. We've got to rotate some people in and out. But I want to thank Jack, James, and Sammy all for joining us. You guys can do your final plugs before we end off the stream.
Coaster Complex on Instagram. That's all. Enough said.
Theme Park Picks 55.
He's custom coasters and Black Stallion BRC on Instagram.
So that's the end of the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like if you did. And I'll see you guys in the next stream or the next video.